Okay, partial correlation. You should have done this in class, but if you didn't, this will hopefully help. Okay, so when we're having a look at this data set, you'll see all of our individual variables here. We've asked a whole bunch of questions. These are the scales that you'll be talking about. So you'll see that the question is here and they've got these codes. So basically what we're doing is we're skipping all the way down to the bottom. What we're particularly interested in is these four. So Hass total, PHB total, R2B total, and con total. And you'll see here across in the labels box, you might have to open this up because when you open it tends to be like that. You can open it up. Health attitude scale score, total, preventative behaviours total score, risk-taking behaviour total score, and conscientiousness total score. So these are the ones we're interested in. We are going to do what's called a partial correlation. Only a few buttons to press. So analyse, correlate, partial. Okay. Now, this is from before, we'll just get rid of this. So what you will come across is your screen will look like this. So just scroll down to the bottom. The first thing we're interested, where the story begins, is conscientiousness. Okay, the personality trait of conscientiousness, that's where we're starting. And then what we're interested in is the relationship between conscientiousness and, let's go with preventative health behaviour, but you might be doing risk-taking behaviour, in which case you wouldn't include preventative health behaviour, you would just include risk-taking behaviour. Okay? So we're interested in this relationship between conscientiousness and preventative health behaviour, and what we're suggesting is that it might be the case that attitude, knowing a person's attitude towards health, helps us to better understand the relationship between conscientiousness and health behaviour. So it helps to explain the relationship between conscientiousness and behaviour. Okay, so it should look like this: conscientiousness, preventative health behaviour, health attitude scale score. Then we go to options. None of these will be ticked. For you, it will look like that. So just tick means and standard deviation. This will give you the mean and the standard deviation of each and all of these scores. Zero order correlations, and exclude cases pairwise. Make sure these are ticked correctly. Press continue. And then OK. You're basically done with SPSS at this point. So what you have here, these 9 squares are a standard correlation matrix. The correlations between conscientiousness, preventative health behaviour, and health attitude scores. Okay, so if we have a look, conscientiousness and conscientiousness, obviously they're the same, so perfect correlation. Conscientiousness and preventative health behaviour, 0.288. Conscientiousness and health attitude, 0.311. And if we look down here, preventative health behaviour and attitude, 0.44. Okay, so the main one we're focusing on is the relationship between conscientiousness and preventative health behaviour. We've got this relationship of 0.288, and we want to know whether attitude helps to explain or gives us some further understanding of the relationship between conscientiousness and preventative health behaviour. So what a partial correlation does is it holds attitude constant. So after it's done this, it holds attitude constant, so it kind of takes it out of the equation. And it says, and we're looking for a change in the correlation between conscientiousness and preventative health behaviour from there to here. So conscientiousness, preventative health behaviour, 0.177. So we've seen this drop from 0.288 to 0.177. That is a change, and it looks a reasonable size. So that means that attitude seems to play a role in the relationship between conscientiousness and preventative health behaviour. This is exactly what we're looking for, and confirms, well, certainly provides support for our model of personality, the Crayon-Costa model. So that's great. So if you are struggling to get your head around this kind of three-way relationship, which it can be tricky, it is hard to understand this idea of mediation, having a third variable in a correlation, have a chat to your tutor. They will give you an explanation that may well just make the penny drop for you. It's really difficult to help you out unless you actually ask the question. So make sure that you corner your tutor, ask them the question. They have some great explanations. Your tutors are absolutely fantastic, but it's very difficult to help you if you don't ask the question. So make sure you ask. You need to have your head around this stuff before you write the essay. Good luck.